You think you know my story, it as printed in the papers, told on the evening news like a cheap detective novel. A cop, a tragedy, a mountain of bodies. A simple story for a simple world. But my world isn't simple. And this isn't a story about revenge. This is a story about the past becoming a ghost that breathes down your neck. About how the cold outside gets under your skin and freezes your soul. About what happens to a man when all that's left of him is a trigger and a list of names. I was asked questions. Tonight, you'll hear the answers, so pour yourself something strong. It's going to be a long night, and a cold one. All right, you wanted this.
Max, it's been 3 years. Everyone thinks you are just another undercover cop. But what do you see when you look in the mirror?
A cop. That guy died 3 years ago, that very night. His badge is a tombstone on an unmarked grave. When I look in the mirror, I don't see a face. I see a crack that runs through my entire life. In it tar my wife's eyes, my baby's smile. And the man who should have been there to protect them. The mirror doesn't reflect, it accuses. And every time, I shatter it to pieces. But the shards stay inside.
Tell me about the storm. The snow. Why do you think it all happened during the worst blizzard in New York's history?
The storm. It wasn't just a weather report. It was inside of me, and it broke out. The city froze, and I froze with it. The snow fell like ash on the cooling embers of my life. It tried to bury the city under a white shroud, to hide all the filth, all the sins. But it couldn't hide my sins. Fate is a lousy scriptwriter. And she decided my personal tragedy needed the right backdrop. Cold, empty, endless.
You operate in bullet time? What is it? A skill? Or something else?
A skill. You train a skill at a shooting range, firing at paper targets. What happens to me is different. It's the clarity of a man on the verge of death. When you are standing on the edge with nowhere left to fall, time clings to you with its last strength. The world freezes. I can see the trajectory of every bullet. Like a line in my own obituary. It's not a superpower. It's the focus of a man with nothing left to lose. Seconds stretch into an eternity to give you one more chance, or just to prolong the agony.
Do you sleep? And if you do, what do you see in your dreams?
Sleep is a luxury for those with a clean past. My past is a bloodstain you can't wash out. When I close my eyes, I don't sleep. I go back there, again and again. I hear their laughter, and a second later, a scream. I run down a hallway that keeps getting longer, and my feet get stuck in the nightmare. Dreams aren't rest. They're a reminder that even in the dark, you can't run from yourself.
What does the word hope mean to a man who has lost everything?
Hope. A funny word. Like a faded postcard from a life I never had. Hope is the lie we whisper to ourselves in the dark so we don't go insane. But I am already there. For me, hope is the taste of a painkiller on your tongue. A brief relief before the next wave of pain hits. The only hope I have left is to find the last name on my list. And when I put a period at the end of his story, mine will end too. That's not hope. It's a deadline.
The painkillers? Why so many? Do they really kill the pain, or just postpone it?
Kill it? Number. Nothing can kill this pain. Bullets leave holes in your body. You can stitch those up. But memory. Memory is a bullet lodged in the brain, and the surgeon who can pull it out hasn't been born yet. Every pull is a minute of silence I've bought. A small island in the middle of a roaring ocean of the past. They don't heal. They just press pause. They give me just enough time to take the next step before the pain brings me to my knees again.
People call you a hero. A vigilante. Who are you, really?
Heroes die in a blaze of glory. Vigilantes believe they're serving justice. I don't believe in anything. I am a man who showed up to his own funeral and found he was the only guest. I am not a hero. I am the consequence. The final chapter in a very bad story, and my job is to tear out the pages with the names of those who wrote it.
In the game, you read a lot of strange mythological comic books. Do you really believe in all that Ragnarok and Valhalla stuff?
Belief is for those who have a future to hope for. I don't. Those old tales, they aren't about gods and monsters. They're about inevitability, about the end of the world. My world already ended 3 years ago. The storm outside is my own personal Fimble winter. The wolves chasing the sun and the moon tease me. Hunting ghosts through dark alleys. For me, Ragnarok isn't a myth. It's the weather forecast. And Valhalla. It's not a hall for feasts. It's the last place I'll come face to face with my demons.
At what point did you realize you were no longer investigating a case? When did it become personal?
It was never a case. A case is files and papers, reports, evidence in plastic bags. What happened to me didn't fit in any file. It became personal the very instant I opened the door to my home and heard a scream. And then a silence that was louder than any scream. The badge and the gun were just an excuse. Tools to do what I should have been doing from the very beginning. This isn't a job. It's payback.
Describe the feeling, the exact moment you pull the trigger. Is it relief? Anger? Or just silence?
Anger is the fuel that keeps you moving through the storm. Relief is the illusion you see at the end of the road. But in that moment, when your finger rests on the trigger, all of it disappears. Time freezes. The noise of the city. The wail of sirens. My own ragged pulse. Twit all goes quiet. All that's left is simple, cold arithmetic. Here is the problem. Here is its solution. In that brief instant, T here is no past, no future. T here is only the trajectory of a bullet. And at the end of that trajectory is the only thing I have left in this world. Silence.
You took care of them all. Lupino, Gognidi, the Finito brothers. Did wiping them off the face of the earth change anything? At all?
Change anything? You are asking if crossing names off a list of dead men changed anything? Each one of them was a festering sore on the body of this city. I lanced them. The filth poured out. But the disease itself, it remained. Take out one bastard, and 3 more take his place, hungrier and meaner. I wasn't healing the city. I was just writing out death certificates. It didn't change a thing in the world, but it did quiet a few voices in my head. And that was enough to take the next step.
Let's talk about Mona Sax. An assassin. A contract killer, but you let her go. Why?
Mona. She was like a reflection in a funhouse mirror. A shard of the same shattered fate. We were both dancing on the edge of the abyss, just to different music. In her eyes, I saw the same cold. The same understanding that all the rules were broken long ago. Killing her would have been easy. It would have been like shooting my own shadow. She was a question I didn't have an answer to, and in this city full of stupid, obvious truths, that was almost like a breath of fresh air. I didn't let her go. Our paths just diverged in the darkness.
You got what you wanted. You found the ones responsible. You got justice. Was it worth it?
Worth it? You don't get it. There was no price, no reward. Justice is a pretty word for newspaper headlines. I wasn't looking for it. I was looking for an ending. The end of the story that began in my home. I got it. I reached the last page and saw the name of the one holding the pen. And I tore that page out. Was it worth it? Ask the dead. Their silence is the only answer I have.
What about tomorrow, Max? When the last shot is fired and the storm outside finally dies down, what's next?
Tomorrow is a place on the map that doesn't exist for me. My entire life has been compressed into this one storm. This one snowy hell. I am a man walking through a blizzard. I can't see what's ahead. I can't see what's behind. T here is only the next step and the wind in my face. If the storm dies down, if the shooting stops, what's left? Just a man standing in the middle of ruins. And silence. A terrifying, deafening silence where the voices from the past will only sound louder. T here is nothing next. Only the end of the road.
And the last question. If you could go back to that one night and change just one thing, would you do it?
Are you asking if I'd want to rip my own heart out of my chest just so it would stop hurting? To make it so the movie that plays in my head every single night was never filmed. Change one thing, not go to work. Be late by 5 minutes. Tell them how much I loved them, one last time. Are you asking if I would do it? I do it every second of every damn day. In my head. And every time, I lose.